Morning, everybody. Welcome to Words on Wednesday. That's the new phrase, the new title for the video uploads on a Wednesday morning. Yes, you've guessed it. Words on Wednesday. Now, Thursday with Mr. Snake isn't going to be happening anymore, and I know how sad you all are about that. But Mr. Snake might make a reappearance, but only if there's popular demand, so you'll have to let me know. So Words on Wednesday will always be uploaded by 9 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday. It'll be a reflection or a Bible study maybe. Friday night is prayer time, and that will always be uploaded by 8 o'clock at night. For those people who like to go to bed nice and early on a Friday, you'll not miss your prayer time. And then on Sunday, there'll be an all-age kind of service, talk, reflection, which Jonathan will lead. And then there'll be a sermon as well, a sermon or a reflection of some nature. So we'll have Bible study, we'll have prayer, we'll have all-age content, and we'll have something a little bit deeper on a Sunday as well. So please do continue to engage with the stuff that's online. If there's a little box and you can tick it to say like, please do, because that encourages us. And if you can share it with friends and family, do as well. We'd really appreciate it. I'd like to say a huge thank you to those who've been giving all that time to uploading these videos. It might only be a few minutes, but it takes so much longer, as I've said before in a previous video, to actually get a version that's all right to put out. Already, this is about my 15th attempt. I'm hoping that I'm not going to have to do a 16th. But you'd know, wouldn't you? Because I'd be telling you. Anyway, forget that. So that's what we're offering. Now, another question that I've received this week has been, why are we having covenant services in September? Our covenant service is always in January. The answer to that is quite simple. I just feel that we've been through so much as society, so much as a church. Now, the church doors, the church as a building has been closed, but the church has been very much active and alive. We've seen some great works of God during the last few days and weeks and months. And I know I've certainly started to see things very, very differently. I'd even go as far as to say, I think I've started to see life differently. It's been huge. So it might be that you've had some real epiphanies during this time as well, maybe in terms of who and what you are in the eyes of God. So for me, the words of the covenant prayer are just really timely for such a time as this. Rank me with who you will. I think that's really right for September. So that's why we're going to do it. And we're bringing everybody in line so we, as the Methodist people in Rotherham and Dearne Valley, can share those words together. Now, unfortunately, we're not offering any communion at this time, but the words, I'm certain, will bring a real joy to your soul. I'd like to share with you a quote from Billy Graham this morning. Billy Graham, who was born 1918 and died in 2018. And he said this: I am not going to heaven because I preached to great crowds or read the Bible many times. I'm going to heaven just like the thief on the cross who said in the last moment, Lord, remember me. I'll say that again. I'm not going to heaven because I preached to great crowds or read the Bible many times. I'm going to heaven just like the thief on the cross who said in the last moment, Lord, remember me. I can count on both hands, and actually many, many more hands, how many times I've been told by somebody, oh, he's a good worker, or she's a great worker, good worker, great in the kitchen, puts hours in. As if that is the self-defining moment or the thing that makes that person who they are, how much they do. And I don't want us to look at each other like that anymore. I really don't. If anything, this last few weeks and months should have taught us that life is not about what you do, it's about how you be. And we have been doers, obviously. We like to be busy. Sometimes we are that busy, we fill our lives with that much stuff that it stops us being. I want us to learn how to be. So this Methodist New Year, this new Methodist year, I wonder whether we can really take that time to breathe deeply, to think carefully, to tread lightly, but to also think about what it means to be, not necessarily do. Yes, there is time for doing things, and of course we have to do things, but may that not be that defining thing that makes us who we are, what we do. I don't think that's how we should be anymore. We should be. So I'd like to read those words again, that quote from Billy Graham. And this will be the third time I've read it to you. You've got some homework. I want you to list all the things you used to do before lockdown and all the things you perhaps want to do after lockdown. Are those lists the same? I'd also like you to think very carefully about who you are. What are your gifts? And don't write down clanking pans, making toast, putting oven on. I want you to think about the very, very thing, the thing that is so deep. Who are you? What does God want you to be? Don't be defined by the doing stuff. I am not going to heaven because I preached to great crowds or read the Bible many times. I'm going to heaven just like the thief on the cross who said in the last moment, Lord, remember me. May this year be a time of spiritual renewal for us, not a time for spinning plates and dropping them, a time of spiritual renewal. We will be ranked with who we are ranked with, and the Lord will speak to us and whisper to us. And if we're quiet enough, we might hear what he's saying. So bless you all, take care. I'll see some of you on Sunday, and we'll pray together on Friday. God bless.